Hey guys, to make a real quick point, just to try to organize the stuff that came out, the new stuff, and the fact that we're not going to re-record stuff that's still pretty much the same, just to weave it together for you kind of efficiently so that you can see where you're going. This is going to become the new first video in the new playlist we created, just to give you some direction, because we finally finished the playlist, and a lot of people are coming and going, hey, but Dave, this is awesome. It's just starting in the middle. I've never heard of your stuff until just recently, or somebody introduced me, or I haven't looked at this stuff in a long time and I need a refresher on the basics. Fine. Okay, so go to youtube.com/maxedtraffic, MAXED traffic. If you do that, it'll redirect you to here, you know. So here, of course, this is the oldest version of this that we did, and even that video is 9 years ago. We actually started the concept with earlier versions of this 2 years before that. So, we've been at this a long time, okay? Well, over the past like 10 months, we've done this massive amount of updating, and it's really a new massive system with a lot of parts. So we invented a playlist. I'm going to playlists right now. And there's something called T2HC Unlimited for mass website productions. Okay, that's this. And if you go there, I'm going to go ahead and pause. Okay, we just got this thing up. All right, there's 20 videos that are in there now. It's quite a bit. But this is where, and they cover everything you can imagine. They cover all the features on Varsheet Installer, which is the insane automation for importing var sheets, importing images, other stuff, changing passwords on tons of websites at once. Total control. You can control 4 million pages spread across 100 websites in minutes, exactly the way you want, from a central console, all by yourself. And that's the kind of power that's here. Okay, it's totally worth studying. It's going to take you some time. There's a lot of stuff here, and we go through it kind of slow and carefully. Once you have it down, you're going to be really fast at it, and you will have the ability to generate tons of websites for anything you want on cPanel after cPanel as you wish, complete with add-on domains. If you want every new website to be just 10 bucks, there's a way you can get into the system to make that happen once you have the tools you need. But we go over everything. How to auto generate content. There's like 4 videos on the content section, and then there's a video on producing bulk images, so you understand how that's done, right? There's some other stuff that are just it's totally useful stuff for converting formats efficiently and quickly. Okay, so anyway, we're putting all the products together and everything so that we're going to release it soon. But for those of you who say, okay, I feel like I'm starting in the middle and I don't understand the beginning. Okay, I just want to make this point. If you go to website installer, okay, website-installer.com, there's a section here called videos. And if you go there, okay, this is the stuff that has been around a while, but really hasn't changed. Websites with admin panels is the earlier version of T2HC. We called it T2HB for Blitz, right, in this version. So this will teach you how the pages work inside your admin panel and how to work with the pages and, all the SEO friendly fields and places where you can add code snippets and where you add them universally to the whole website versus page by page. Okay. This is a section for global variables. For all you guys who do not understand spinning or spin text or spun articles, or even just creating variables in general, even if you're not spinning, even if you're just using variations on a theme, okay? Like all the cities or all the states or different phone numbers or different company names or different image inserts so that you can have different images appear on different pages for whatever the purposes are. There might be reasons for that. You need the Miami Beach image to show up on the Miami Beach page. You need the Seattle, Washington image to show up on the Seattle, Washington page, right? That's for global variables. Global variables are incredibly powerful. Okay, they allow you to take a web page and make variation web pages for any purpose. Okay, then there's theme settings. All right, this is for some admin control stuff and other baseline stuff, logos and different things. Typography controls. That's where you change colors and background images and banner widths and heights. Okay. By the way, up here, you can use looping video in place of images. You see where this guy is, where he's pounding, or rather, stapling, I'm sure. You could have a video playing in that box, and you could have that box as tall as you want. And you can even disable the top sections and make this box fill the entire screen. And then while it's playing, you can have wording glide in to say, click here to learn more, or click here to contact us, or whatever you want. You can do that. Or click here to scroll down. You can do that. Okay. You could just put an anchor in the text down below so that it therefore scrolls down, when you go to the anchor. Typography controls, like I say, all the color settings, font size, font family, font style, everything. Okay. Header 1, header 2, paragraph, how the sidebar is supposed to look colors wise, background color, header color, link color, everything. Okay. Emails and modules. How do you handle that? And especially with global variables. Once you learn global variables, you understand how global variables apply to emails and modules. Okay. Testimonial section for adding a testimonial. There's all kinds of things to do here. That way you can have one website with several sections for several clients. And if somebody fills in that contact form, it goes to that email for that client. If they fill in this contact form, it goes to the other guy for that client, or whatever it is, like for a franchise. Sidebar functions. The sidebars are powerful. You can put in Facebook-like features, you can put in videos, you can put in popular pages from the menu. There are all these different things you can do. You can put in images, text, whatever you want. Okay, and you can hide the headers or show the headers item by item, and you can sort them any which way you want, and you can make different sidebar items appear on each page individually as you wish. Okay, sidebar functions are really powerful. Then there's the Images Optimizer tool that's built into the panel. So when you're in the panel and you added all your images into the panel, if you did not optimize them already, then there is one button you press and it will literally optimize all the images throughout your website across all your pages in place. One click, it just up and optimizes them all so that they're all like 15% the size they were before, so they the pages load faster. Google loves it and your rank goes up. So it's a one button rank increase to each page of your website. All of your pages tend to bump up a little in rank if they have images that were not optimized and now you hit that button. Therefore, they get optimized. Googlebots come back and see that the page loads faster. That improves your algorithmic score. It can push you up in rank just for hitting that button if you didn't do it before. Or, well, if you didn't optimize your images before. Setting up resellers. Okay, that's just an interesting concept. Get in there and learn the concept. It's pretty cool. Magic of multiple websites. That is an important concept. A lot of people don't know why you would have more than one website. This is a beautiful explanation for why you would have more than one website. There might, I think there's an Excel file that we used to link to in that image. Now this is really old, so I don't know if the Excel file still happens to be up. But if it does, you can download it and play with it. Not that you need to. Once you watch that video, you'll get the point. It'll make sense to you right away. Okay. Then there's some important toolbar items that are covered in these macros, right? We cover a lot of this. This is helpful to people who didn't get how to create the global variables. Look, we can do the base global variables, and then we can convert them to batch global variables, okay? And batch global variables columns explain. Now there's some new columns since that video, okay? But this still covers most of that topic anyway. So the new stuff is covered in the new videos. This whole series here will cover all the new stuff since these videos here. So this is where you start if you're like clueless as to what we're doing, okay? Or what you can do, okay? If you watch these videos, you'll totally understand the power of our CMS, our content management system. We believe it's the best on the planet. We believe it's better than WordPress, better than Joomla, better than Weebly, better than Wix, and I can name reasons why in every case. Easier to use than WordPress, and you can handle multiple sites at once, and it is easier to use. WordPress has too many moving parts, and the add-ons clash coming out of the marketplace and take the site down if people don't update them, and you have to try to find replacements. It's really weird. You're trying to find gears that fit together, but then they throw off other gears, so you have to find replacements for those. Painful. And then Wix. That's not even on your website, or if you want to host it on your website, it's too stupid expensive. Okay. And then if you go with Joomla, there are a bunch of buttons in there that just don't work. So things you thought you can do, you can't do. It's like half built, right? The last time we looked, but it was just like, God, this is a mess. It was just sloppy. Okay. And then anyway, we think the features we were looking for, we could not find in other CMSs, so we built our own. Okay, that's what happened. All right, with all that in mind, then you'll understand what's going on with everything having to do with the var sheet installer. All the functions in here still need to write content for the front page, but all these functions are amazing. They work and they're powerful. And yeah, just understanding the back end and all these upgrades, things like the security key that were not covered originally, that's because they're upgrades. So anything you see back here that doesn't make sense to you or that we never talked about, and you look and you go, whoa, what's all this? You don't have a video discussing this here. Yeah, we don't. Well, once you get here, that's what's going on. Okay, so just so you know, this is for beginners. This is for everyone who's been around a while and they're continuing on the conversation. They're just seeing where to go from there. All right. By the time you understand all of this, you're in a tiny percentage of people on the internet who understand how to launch industry penetrating attacks in like a week. Literally massive launches that most companies beg to do. And very few companies, very few, you can almost count them on just a couple of hands or so, actually know how to do. Okay, you'll be among the group of people that understand that. So yeah, it's several hours of video training, but it's intuitive. The more you learn, the faster you get at it because it's really clear. And when you're done, my promise to you is you can make massive launches happen in single weeks for entire industries nationwide. Can you take it further? Can you take it to other languages and other places? Yep. You'll start to understand that as you go through this stuff. Okay. Talk to you soon. Take care.